about moving to the Florida Keys and you've heard of Long Key and the town of Layton, but you're not quite sure what it has to offer, well then you've come to the right place. My name is Megan Jones and I'm a local realtor, and I have called the Florida Keys home right here on Long Key for the past 13 years. I'm going to dive into everything Long Key and Layton, give you a little tour, and show you what it's really like to live here on this particular island of the Florida Keys. So if you're looking for everything Florida Keys, from real estate opportunities to the best places to eat, hang out, and explore, well then you've come to the right channel. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button so you can stay in the know for all things Florida Keys. I want to make sure you have the ideal Florida Keys experience, whether you're here on vacation or permanently. Let's dive into the many reasons why Long Key and Layton are a great place to live. Long Key, in my opinion, stands as the ultimate haven for saltwater anglers. Sitting almost midway point in the island chain, the island of Long Key is situated right where Florida Bay, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Atlantic Ocean meet, giving you access to every type of fishing the Florida Keys have to offer. These diverse fishing grounds have been beckoning people here since the early 20th century, when the construction of the Overseas Railroad brought in adventurers, celebrities, and even U.S. presidents to take part in the epic fishing excursions that Long Key provided. And with its popularity, a luxurious fishing resort was built on the southern end of the island. Actually, right across the highway from where we are right now, over on the ocean side, is where the actual lodge was. As the resort now exists only as a memory, having been destroyed alongside the railroad in the 1935 hurricane, Long Key has managed to retain its old Keys fishing lodge charm and continues to draw in residents and vacationers with its timeless appeal. Its ability to preserve the simple pleasures of island life has made it a desirable location amidst the evolving landscape of the Florida Keys. And while some might argue that Long Key is too remote, I believe it strikes a perfect balance. Nestled between the vibrant island communities of Marathon and Islamorada, making it the prime location, offering the tranquility of the laid-back island experience, coupled with the convenience of having two bustling towns just a short car or boat ride away. Before we dive into the homes here, I'm going to dive into this delicious hogfish sandwich at the island's newest hotspot, Lick It Barbecue. With its scenic views, iconic Keys ambiance, and a diverse menu of wood-fire pizza, smoked barbecue, and authentic Cuban cuisine, it's easy to see why this has become a local favorite. I love the individual chicky huts, dining tables right in the sand next to the water's edge, giving you a front row view of the turquoise waters, and at night, a spectacular view of the sunset. Okay, so let's head up the island now and take a look at the homes. There are a few homes dotted along the bayside and oceanside shorelines of Long Key, but the majority of single-family residential homes are located in the neighborhood, actually City of Layton. Yes, many people confuse it as a neighborhood, but this small canal front community is actually its own little city and is in the top 15 smallest towns in Florida. The makings of this little island community started back in 1951 when a man by the name of Del Layton had a grand vision and began subdividing his large oceanside parcel of land, laying out 150 lots and digging the canals to ensure every home would have an ocean access right from its backyard. By 1955, he had over 50 of the lots sold, and by 1958, there were 10 thriving businesses on the small stretch of highway here on Long Key. With such a thriving community, the residents of that time decided to organize an effort to incorporate the area into its own city. And in 1963, a unanimous vote approved the incorporation, and the community officially became the City of Layton, with Mr. Layton himself as the very first mayor. This small town charm is still felt today and is just one of the many reasons this makes such a great place to call home. Another great thing about living life in Layton is the ease of ability to really immerse yourself in the surrounding nature. The canal front neighborhood of Layton backs up to the peaceful Long Key Lake, a part of the vast Long Key State Park that dominates much of the island's oceanfront coastline. Paddling out into your backyard and exploring the mangrove-lined winding canals, creeks, and lakes teeming with diverse wildlife above and below the water's surface. And if you want to enjoy the park by land, the entrance is just a short bike ride away from the neighborhood, where you'll find the park's trails and a natural shoreline where you can soak in the ocean water. The entire island is easily accessible by bike. With the island-wide paved bike path, you can enjoy the designated fishing piers at both ends, and the path offers a scenic route and a great place to walk or bike for your daily exercise. For more land-based activities, if you are a pickleball or tennis enthusiast, you'll be thrilled to know that Layton has a city-maintained pickleball and tennis court exclusively for homeowners and the guests of Lime Tree Bay Resort. And if you need a place to refresh, get out of the sun, maybe catch your favorite sports team, or indulge in a little happy hour, then you definitely want to check out Florida Boy Bar and Grill, located on the resort grounds of Lime Tree Bay. Speaking of the resort, its charming bayside accommodation just across from the neighborhood is a convenient perk. Having nearby lodging is great when you have an overflow of friends and families visiting. Fun fact, the resort was actually the starting point for the City of Layton, where Mr. and Mrs. Layton began with a fishing camp and then later, as I explained, expanded and developed the land across the way into the town of Layton. Even though some people may see Long Key as a drive-by island, blink and you just might miss the City of Layton. I feel that's what makes it so special and why I like to refer to it as the hidden gem of the Florida Keys. Remember to like this video and subscribe here to my YouTube channel, as well as follow along on my Instagram and TikTok pages at MJ Selling Paradise so you can make sure to find out hidden gems like this tiki bar and restaurant that we are at right now. Oceans 305 is nestled within the Fiesta Key campground, which is located just north of the City of Layton. Cheers! And if you have any questions about the Florida Keys from Key Largo to Key West or anywhere in between, feel free to reach out to me and stay tuned for more local inside tips on the Florida Keys.